In 1939, when Hitler's army invaded Poland and officially started World War II, his opponents began making him the butt of their jokes. From Looney Tunes to Monty Python, most Hitler-related comedy is simply slapstick. It does not necessarily have anything to do with his actions or policies. However, in 1940, Charlie Chaplin directed and starred in The Great Dictator, a parody of Hitler and his quote-unquote accomplishments to date. In this video, I will attempt to analyze this film and use ideological criticism to show how Chaplin chose to portray Hitler, his dealings with Mussolini, the Jews, and his quest for world domination.
Verschuten.
But before we go on, I want to clarify the characters and who they represent. Tomania is Nazi Germany, Adenoid and Hinkle is Adolf Hitler, Bacteria is Fascist Italy, Benzo Napoloni is Mussolini, Garbage is Goebbels, Herring is Göring, and Osterich is Poland. One of the first representations I want to look at is how Hitler's policies are shown. The first time the movie shows Hitler's character, he's giving a speech to a large crowd. Hitler has always been known as a great orator, with speeches that stirred the souls of the German population to war. In Chaplin's speech, he uses a faux German language that does an excellent job at clowning Hitler up, while still allowing you to understand the message. Chaplin mimicked Hitler's enthusiasm in speech, as well as his wide and fast arm motions.
Hinkle has just said yesterday Tomania was down, but today she has risen.
Und das trifft das Sauerkraut mit der Juden. Und der Leberwurst mit der Juden. Der Flutzensack Alter mit der Juden. Der Flutensack der Klärten. Das Stranglechen mit der Hultensack der Fläten. Und der Blätzensack der Helden. Besick! Besick! Der Juden. Der Juden.
His Excellency has just referred to the Jewish people.
Hitler and his generals feverishly drafted their plans for the conquest of Britain. Every detail must be anticipated. A slip now might wreck the whole timetable of world conquest. 6 weeks of final
It is well known that Hitler had plans for world domination, a master race, and a new world order. Although the movie presents this opportunity as an afterthought,
for yourselves how simple the whole
Period.
Why not? Out Caesar, out Nullus. The world is effete, worn out, afraid. No nation would dare to oppose you.
Dictator of the world.
It's your destiny. We'll kill off the Jews, wipe out the brunettes. Then will come forth our dream, a pure Aryan race.
Beautiful blonde Aryans.
They will love you, they will adore you. They will worship you as a god.
No, you mustn't say it. You make me afraid of myself.
Yes, dictator of the world. We'll start with the invasion of Austerlitz. After that, we won't have to fight, we can bluff. Nation after nation will capitulate. Within 2 years, the world will be under your thumb.
it allows for Chaplin to do the globe dance, a scene that represents Hitler's dream for ruling the world. The balloon rises and falls through the air easily. The scene shows that for a moment, the dream of world domination could happen. But just like the balloon bursting, so does Hitler's ambition. When Benzo Napoloni, Mussolini, comes to the film, you see the power struggle that exists between them. The assumption is that it was all a front. Two dictators, neither of which is strong as they say, both trying to one-up the next. Even here as they shake hands, they're both simultaneously trying to position themselves for a photo in a way that shows them in command.
Well, you want another picture? Just a moment. There.
Ultimately, the matchup of Hinkle and Napoloni illustrates Hitler's inferior masculinity to Mussolini.
Oh, yes. With goldfish swimming inside.
Wait a minute. Goldfish swimming inside of the walls?
Mm-hmm.
How do you feed them?
You can't, they're all dead. That's why I'm building a new barber shop.
Very interesting, very interesting.
You like it?
Had to make a few arrests.
A few? How many?
Nothing astronomical, 5 or 10,000.
Oh.
A day.
A day?
Just a few dissenters, that's all.
What do they dissent about?
The working hours, the cut in wages. Chiefly the synthetic food, the quality of the sawdust in the bread.
What more do they want? From the finest lumber our mills can supply.
The people are overworked. They need diversion.
The people,
Might go a little further with the Jews. Burn down some of their houses. A spectacular assault on the ghetto now might prove diverting.
we must do something more dramatic.
The film centers around the Jewish persecution. Is peppered with scenes like this that show Tomanian soldiers bullying them. Although at the time, America had no idea the level of persecution facing the Jews, as represented by how tamely the Tomanian soldiers are treating the Jewish barber. Were this an accurate representation, he would have been killed on the spot or immediately beaten, arrested, and taken to a concentration camp.
What do you think you're doing? I really don't know.
If all you had to go on for Hitler was this film, you would think Hitler to be an unintelligent, compulsive, vain, uncoordinated, hot-tempered coward with a masculinity complex. But it's safe to bet that was the intention. When the movie was in its conception, Germany and Hitler were admired by the rest of the world for their recovery after World War I. By the time it was released, however, America was ready for a good laugh at Hitler's expense. What they got was an intelligently made, satirical film that created a strong, negative image of Hitler in those who see it.
Feiner, dieses Crackers mit Alten.
Banana.
Oh,